أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Welcome to ملحة الإعراب. Today inshallah we are going to continue with Bab al-File, and these are the abiyat 110 and 111 for Bab al-File. Let's continue with the Arabic text. We have this poem with us, this Mulatul Arab by Imam al-Hariri. So this is the text from the book. Let's continue with Bab al-File. Very simple, very easy topic, as we all know that what's file. وكل this is باب الفعل. وكل ما جاء من الأسماء عقب فعل سالم البناء فارفعوا استعربوا فهو الفاعل نحو جرى الماء وجار العازل. So here, this Nahu Jaral Ma'u Wajar Azilu. We know that Imam Al Hari has always, whenever he has given us a rule or any definition, he has always put an example with that. So this is Nahu, this is the example, Jaral Ma'u Wajar Azilu. So this is the example for Al Fa'il. Let's continue with the explanation of this text. So here we have this Bab al-Fa'il, and they are the abiyat, two abiyat only for this Bab. In fact, there's two abiyat here, just 4 lines, 110 and 111. Here we have كل ما جاء من الأسماء أكيب فعل سالم البناء فارفعوا استعربوا فهو الفاعل نحو جرى الماء وجار العازل. Here we have the first bait, that is وكل ما جاء من الأسماء أكيب فعل سالم البناء. That means that like, وكل ما جاء من الأسماء, and every word that has come from the nouns, or every form that comes from the noun وكل ما جاء من الأسماء, from the asma, أكيب فعل سالم البناء, is going to follow a verb that is sound in structure, or after a verb possessing a sound construction. So this is the definition for the file. We know that every ism that comes like after a fail, that is fail tam. Let's see, Salim al Binai means that's the fail that is not mabni lil majhul. Let's see the explanation here. فَرْفَوْ يَسْتَوْرِبُ فَهُوَ الْفَاعِلُ نَحْنُ. This is here نحن جرى الماء وجار العازل. So it is that وكل ما جاء من الأسماء عقب فعل سالم البناء. That means every word that comes after salim fail that is not mabni lil majhul. Inshallah, we are going to see the example for this. It is going to be a file. That's you can call it the definition for file according to Imam al-Hariri. The next bit is farfau istoribu fahwal failu nahnu jaral ma wa jaral azilu. So then make it rafa. That's the rule. That's the hukum for an ism that comes after a file. That we have already learned that an outside, when we have the ho or here versions, we have there is a possibility of an outside doer, and that is our file, and it will be according to Imam al-Hariri and according to all the grammarians, it should be in the state of rafa. So then make it rafa. That's the hukum for the file when you do the i'rab, because it is the file, and we know that it's the file. So fahuwa fa'ilun, because it's your file, it's your doer, then you need to make it rafa when you are going to see it with a salim, like a فعل تام, salim al-bina. So the examples are jar al-ma'u wa jar al-azilu. So here, uh, the examples are that the water flowed, and like the here we have the reproacher or the critic, blamed or scolded. So here these are the two examples. So Jaralmau, the water flowed, and Jaralazilu, the one who blames or criticizes. So he just criticized. So these are the two examples. Here you can see here, these both are the file. These are the Salim, just a simple fail, a Salim fail, not Mabni al Majhul. So we have this outside doers. Both are in the form of or here. We know that uh, for these two versions of the pronouns, we can have a possibility of an outside doer. So as you can see, these outside doers are the file and they are in the state of rafa. Jaral ma'u wa jaral azilu. So these are the examples given by Imam al-Hariri. So as for the file, it is an isim that comes after جاء بعد فعل تام, that comes after فعل تام, وهو فعل سالم البناء, and it is a fail, a simple fail that's مبني, and it's not ليس مبني للمجهول. It is it's not going to be مبني للمجهول fail. And why? Let's see here. We already know, but let's have a review for that. So, hukum for file is that it should be in the state of rafa. It should be marfu. Here, as you can see, the very simple example, ja'a zaidun. Here we have this fail and outside door and outside fail. Here, zaidun, that's rafa. Zaidun yalabu. So this cannot be our file. We know that this is mubtada and khabar, because for an outside file, we have to have a file after the fail. But as we can see here, this is a Jumla Ismiya, starting with Jumla Ismiya, and we have the khabar in the form of Jumla Failure. So we have Zaidun Yalabu Mubtada and the khabar. Again, this example, so this is wrong. It is not fulfilling the condition of the file. Then we have Kana Zaidun Kariman. Again, do you see that Zaidun is a file? No, because we know that we have already done Kana wa Khwatuha, and we know that for a statement for that starts with a Jumla Ismi that starts with Kana, we have an Isim Kana. So Zaidun here is Isim Kana and it's not the file. So we have the Isim Kana and the Khabar Kana. Kana Zaidun Kariman. Then again, we have the next example that is not an example for a file. So it is kutiba adarsu. Again, we can see here it is not like kataba. It is kutiba. That's a mabni al majhul. This is file majhul, and it is again. We know that the isim that is in the state of rafa. We know, but it is with the Madi Majhul, we know that we have the naib file. So it is not the example of a file. So these three examples are not the examples for um, like for a good file. So we have this Ja'a Zaidun. So Ja'a Zaidun here, we have this that is according to this example is according to what the definition says about the file. اسم جاء بعد فعل تام وهو فعل سالم بنا ليس مبني للمجهول. And the hukum of file is that it should be in the state of rafa. And I have done here the era for at least one sentence like kutiba darsu. Here you can see this is mabni al majhul. Kutiba is fa'il madi mabni al majhul mabni al fath. Fath ala al-zahir ala akhirihi. As you can see this, the fatha at the end of the sentence. This jumla failure. Darsu naib file, because this is mabni al-majhul, so we do not have a file, we have a naib file. So naib file marfu وعلامة الرفيع الضمة الظاهرة على آخره. So this is the إعراب for كتب الدرس. So the difficult words that we learned, that Jaral Ma'u, also we know about the Majaz and Hakiki. Here actually, Imam al-Hariri has used Jaral Maud as Majaz. Why? Because we know that Jaral Maud means the water flows, but here it is used as the water runs. Like Jara means also means to run. So jara yajuru al-jor. So this is used as a mijaz here. Then we have azala yazilu, and this is azilu. So this is another example for this is a serve for the word wajara azilu azilu, the one who is a critic, and um, wajara azilu, that means a critic just blamed or criticized someone. So this is example. Again, we need to um, see this thing that's also written with the file, that waka minhu al fail or qama bihi al fail. So the action occurred from him or the action was done by him. So this phrase is just commonly used in the grammar to define the file and the like the one from whom the action is proceeds or by whom the action is carried out. So this is a very common phrase that's used with the file when we look at the classic Arabic books. So waka minhu al-fail or kama bi al-fail. Let's look at these examples. So here we have this mata zaidun lam yashab at-talibu ila al-bayt. So let's look at the first example, mata zaidun. And for that example, we have this. I hope you can see this. We have done this when we are doing the basic Nahu, and we learn about fi'l lazim, and we learn about the fi'l ma'loom, and we learn about fi'l majhool. We know that the doer of the action is unknown, and therefore it's the fi'l is the majhool. And with that lesson, we learn about the fi'l lazim and fi'l mu'tadi. So the fi'l lazim is that the afal who which do not need a maf'ul to give a meaning of a complete sentence, and that or the fi'l that are intransitive, they are not transitive and they are fi'l lazim. Just like the example, zahaba zaidun. This just matches our statement here, mata zaidun. So you can see here that it is an example of fi'l lazim, which is among the af'al that do not need a maf'ul to give the meaning of a complete sentence, and they are intransitive because they do not have a maf'ul. Well, fi'l muta'addi, we have those af'al, those fi'l which do need a maf'ul to give a meaning of a complete sentence and are called the transitive. So that's how they are, like kataba zaidun kitaban. So Zaid wrote a book, or kataba zaidun. Zaid wrote what? So he wrote a book. So, but like it does need maf'ul to complete the sentence. Like it is complete, but to make sense, it needs a maf'ul, bihi or maf'ul, any maf'ul type of maf'ul. So, but fi'l lazim, it is complete even if it doesn't have a maf'ul. So it completely makes sense. So here we have this example of Mata Zaidun. Zaid didn't do anything, just he just died, but it is an action he didn't do. So this is a fi'l lazim because it is not needing um, a maf'ul. So lam yazhab at-talibu ila al-bayt. Again, you can see that the talib didn't do anything, but still it's a file because it is just making a complete sentence. So these are the types of few types of sentences that also define have a file, outside file. So this is Alhamdulillah, the ashar according to Imam Al-Hariri about the file. And also, I have put here a playlist for like here. This is just included here. These are all the lectures links related to fail. So students who would like to review the topic, they may refer to and watch the lectures. It's complete series for all the fail we have done in our basic Nahu. So also this lesson number 48, in which we learn about the fi'l lazim and fi'l muta'addi. So alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen, we are done with bait number 110 and 111 of the Mulha. Inshallah, I'm going to see you in the next session. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.